What's up, everyone? Victoria here with PopCulture.com with another episode of Pop Culture at Home. And today I am joined by one of my favorites, Scotty McCreery. Hello, Scotty. How are you?
Doing well. How about yourself?
It's 2020. We're taking it one day at a time, right?
Love time. Absolutely. No, it's just going with the flow. Absolutely.
I know. Well, listen, before we dive into everything, because I know you've got a new single that you just debuted, which is so exciting. But how are you and your wife doing through this quarantine process? I know it's been kind of a tough year for everyone, but what are you guys doing to kind of manage?
Yeah, I mean we're doing all right. We're safe and healthy, so we can't have too many complaints with everything that's going on this year. But it's just been different. I mean we were planning on being on the road this year, and she was going to come out there and live with me on the road on the bus this summer, and now we're just everybody's just kind of stuck at home. But it's been fun, and we've just been a little team tackling projects here and there and having a good time with it.
Well, now you just debuted your new single, "You Time." And it's kind of, I love the song. I love the beat of the song. I love the lyrics of the song. And it's kind of talking about slowing down and getting more you time. Have you guys had more you time?
Oh, it's been nothing but you time here recently. So when we wrote this song, we were not getting any, it felt like. I mean, I was on the road constantly. She was at the hospital working as a nurse. So different times now. It's like be careful what you ask for, because now it's 100% you time. But
Yeah.
no, we're doing it.
Life is all about moderation, right?
That's right. That's right. Exactly.
Well, tell me kind of, where this stemmed from. I mean, I know that you're just wanting more you time, but I love the lyrics of the song. I was talking about this with a girlfriend of mine. You just have a way of speaking so kindly, so sweet to your wife through your lyrics. And it melts my heart. And this song was kind of another one because I think spending time, especially someone like you who's on the road and kind of gone, for so many months out of the year, it's really sweet that you acknowledge like, hey, I need to slow down for a second and create some space for my wife. But kind of tell me, the words behind this lyrics and kind of where it came from.
Yeah, well, I wrote this song with a couple buddies of mine, Frank Rogers and Aaron S. Heist, and I was just talking about, how much I was gone and what she was doing at the hospital. And there would be so many days where I'd come home from the road and she'd be going out to the hospital and we would just be passing. We'd give a little hug and a kiss and then we'd go about our days. So that's kind of the reality of back then. And so we wrote the song about that, just slowing down. Hey, we can see our friends later. We can, go have dinner with the family later. But tonight it's just me and you sit down, have a bottle of wine, a dinner, and just have a little time together. So that's where it came from. And I love writing about my wife. Obviously, I read a lot of songs about her. So she's a champ. She's great.
I was about to say it probably takes a very strong woman to deal with that life of having their spouse be gone so much, right?
Absolutely, yeah. She crushes it too. I mean, she has so many things to juggle, and she's just A1. She's so great, and she puts up with me. Let alone my schedule, she puts up with me. So she really is the champ for that.
Well, good for her. We love that. We're going to cheer her on for that. Listen, your performance at the Ryman, you're doing these, virtual performances, but also there's a few people in the crowd, but very little. I think you guys were at what, like 5% capacity?
Yeah.
What is that like going from having full audiences to just a few people in the audience? And when you're done with a song, you hear like a couple of claps in the background and that's it. What has that been like for you?
Yeah, well, I'll take a couple claps. I've seen so much into my computer screen in the last 6 months with just nobody here. So even two people clapping was great for the heart. But no, it was fun. It was good to be back on stage, even with just a few people. Everybody was safe, distanced, and masked up. And but just to get the band back together and feel the energy of the guitar amps on stage and the beat of the drums in your chest and just that energy, that camaraderie, I've been missing for 6 months, and just the interaction with the fans, talking to them face to face and singing songs to them, seeing them, they were clapping their hands. At one point, I even put like my hand up, and I could hear them kind of singing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was great to be back.
Well, I was going to say, I read somewhere that it was like 160 or 170 something nights since you had performed.
Yeah.
So this is really your first performance in several months, so I can only imagine how great it felt to get back on stage.
Yeah, it was like right at 6 months or something like that, and it was yeah, it's all I've known for a decade now. Basically, is being on stage, performing, interacting with the fans, the camaraderie of the band. So to all of a sudden, our longest break normally is like a month. Christmas break, we have a month off, get back after it in January. So this was way beyond that. So man,
Wow. Well, listen, you got a new album that I'm assuming you're working on.
yeah.
What can we expect from this? Is quarantine, is the pandemic like, is this going to play into that, or are we going to stay far away from that? What can we expect?
No, yeah, it's all on the table. We a lot of the album we had recorded pre-shutdown, pre-COVID. We still have a few songs left to record, so that might play a factor in the songwriting or something like that. But
Yeah.
for right now, it's just still again about our life, me and Gaviz, and what we've been up to. But yeah, who knows? It might be a little quarantine reference.
Well, listen, I mean, obviously working on music, trying to get back out there, but what's next for you? I know that this has been kind of a crazy, wild year. And I know a lot of things are up in the air for a lot of people, but what are you kind of trying to plan for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really hopeful that the way the Ryman did things is a great blueprint, and we can play a few more shows. There's not a lot on the books right now for the rest of the year, but I'm hopeful. I mean, we were going to the UK later this fall, and we just postponed that to May next year. So we're looking forward to that, and just getting back to a little normalcy. It's going to take some time. We all have to kind of do our part before we can get back there, but.
Yeah.
But for right now, it's the new music. I'm in our little studio right now. We've been working away on it.
Yeah. Good. Is there anything that I feel like when all of this first started, people were getting into puzzles and like cleaning the house. Like, is there anything that you and Gabby have kind of gotten into that you're just doing just to keep yourself busy around the house?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many projects and stuff that are around that we've been doing, the landscape and stuff. We've been here 2 years, and there's still downstairs in our bedroom, like not a lot of pictures on the walls. So we've been trying to do that stuff, and we've really just been here in Carolina going a little bit back and forth to like the beaches and mountains, and just trying to keep things going a little bit, but
Yeah,
little things.
I get that. You got to kind of get out when you can and get some fresh air, right?
Yeah, fresh air is a big part of it. Don't stay cooped up in the house too long.
Right? Good. Well, Scotty, listen, I loved your song. I'm looking forward to this next album. I know that you guys are going to put out great things. So thank you so much for your time today. You have been absolutely wonderful. And just thanks for giving us great music.
Oh, get out of here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for
Everyone. For more on Scotty McCreery and your other favorite country music artists, make sure you keep it right here at popculture.com.